all just lost souls living in a world of sin, alone out here in the hills with strangers our only kin. There's a danger outside the walls of this town. You can see the fires burning and the red rain coming down. We walk the hills where evil treads, where the brave men fear to go. We'll drive the beasts that haunt the land back to the depths of hell below. They walk the hills where evil treads. They walk the hills where evil treads.
Hey, Sean's coming in.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
It's like perfect timing. I didn't expect that. Well, welcome everybody. I know the screen shows that we're playing Whispers of Time tonight, but we have our old game of the Ozark Requiem as a little bit of a backup, just in case. If we are running a little bit low on players, we've decided to kind of keep Ozark Requiem going. So tonight we're going to be playing a little bit of a one-shot, kind of revisiting our characters from Ozark Requiem, since we have a few players missing this evening. So with me tonight are Clint, Frick, and Sean, who just dropped in at the last second. It's good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it on time. For those of you that maybe haven't seen Ozark Requiem, just in a nutshell, basically what this is it is a horror-themed campaign. And our characters, our player characters in this particular game are survivors of a worldwide apocalypse. And for ease of description, this is pretty much a supernatural apocalypse, where every kind of supernatural creature you can think of has been awakened or reawakened in this new world, and humans are on the decline and fending for themselves and kind of pulling into a little bit more tightly knit groups. So it's, you can kind of think The Walking Dead, but with more than just zombies, is pretty much kind of what we're dealing with here. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Just so you know, we do have all of our Ozark Requiem games that we had played available on our YouTube channel at Dreamslayer Studios on YouTube. We have our Patreon that is up and running, so if you like what you see here tonight and like the shows that we've been putting up here on Twitch and YouTube, we certainly would appreciate some support on Patreon so that we can continue to kind of up the game here with what we're doing both on Twitch and on YouTube, and our podcasts as well. It's all tied in together, but every little bit that you guys can do to help us out is greatly appreciated. Speaking of which, we also just started with some merch. on tpublic.com. I just started posting some t-shirts and other things that you can print that has some moments from some of our shows and our logos and all of that sort of stuff, and I'll be adding to that kind of as we go. We are one subscriber off on YouTube from being able to monetize that by putting up our shop on YouTube. So if you haven't joined yet, just shoot on over while you're watching tonight and give us a like and subscribe, and that'll put us over the edge. So again, thank you all for watching tonight. We're gonna kick it off with a little bit of a recap for the Ozark Requiem, so we can kind of get everybody caught up with where we are in the whole grand scheme of things. In the quiet heart of the Ozarks, where laughter once filled the air of Silver Dollar City's abandoned theme park, now stands a bastion of humanity against the encroaching darkness. The Protectors, our brave band of survivors, have weathered trials that would shatter the spirits of lesser souls, facing horrors both supernatural and human in their quest for survival. It all began with a tremor, an unsettling earthquake that shook the very foundations of their sanctuary. For the Protectors, our guardians of Silver Dollar City, it was a grim omen, threatening the water and food supplies of their community. Faced with immediate peril, they embarked on a perilous mission into the Indian Point fungal zone, a treacherous wasteland infested with fungusoids, zombified horrors that stalked the shadows. Their journey was fraught with danger and despair. Amidst the decaying ruins and twisted foliage, they confronted the fungusoids, a harrowing battle for the salt reserves crucial to their survival. The air thick with spores and the stench of decay, they fought tooth and nail, their resilience tested against the relentless onslaught of fungal monstrosities. Northward, they ventured to an old water tower perched near the old country club, a place now tainted by the malevolent touch of the supernatural. Guarded by a colossal spider, its web spun from nightmares, the water tower became their next battleground. With courage and cunning, they faced the arachnid terror, its monstrous offspring descending upon them like a plague. Yet through valor and teamwork, they emerged victorious, securing the precious water needed to sustain their beleaguered community. But their odyssey was far from over. In their travels, they uncovered a dark secret hidden within the shadowed corners of the Ozarks. Survivors of the Bella Vista community, trapped and enslaved by a horde of vampires, became a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. Here, the Protectors clashed with inbred cannibals and faced eerie challenges from killer dolls to unholy terrors born of twisted nightmares. The Protectors rallied the downtrodden of Bella Vista, leading them in a desperate bid for freedom. In a climactic confrontation, they battled against overwhelming odds, their hearts aflame with defiance, and through courage and sacrifice, they emerged triumphant, breaking the chains that bound their newfound allies and guiding them to the sanctuary of Silver Dollar City's gates. As the dust settles and the echoes of their victories linger, the Protectors stand poised at a threshold of a new chapter. In the heart of the Ozarks, where every shadow hides a lurking threat, they prepare for the trials yet to come. Their bonds, strengthened by hardship and their resolve unyielding, they face an uncertain future with unwavering courage, a beacon of hope in a world besieged by darkness. So, you guys have returned to Silver Dollar City, just outside of Branson, Missouri. your home, so to speak, here in the apocalypse. You've freed about 50 members of the Bella Vista community and have brought them back. It's been about a week or two since the incident there against the horde of vampires. You've had a chance to recuperate, heal up, and kind of get to know a few of the new folks as you're setting up houses for them within the walls of the old theme park. Is there anything that the three of you guys would like to try to accomplish during this kind of little bit of downtime that you guys are experiencing?
Whatever happened to that father and daughter that we just kind of checking up on them and making sure.
Yeah, within the
haven't
2
turned.
weeks. Yeah, they haven't turned. He slowly, the father, has slowly started to kind of recuperate. As he's been fed real food and replenished his water, he's slowly kind of come back to kind of his normal self. He's showing a lot more strength, but not too much. But yes, he seems to be perfectly fine. The daughter's perfectly. The two kids are perfectly fine, and they're just happy to have kind of been the catalyst for freeing the other people from the city. Now, the rest of the folks from Bella Vista also went through a little bit of a quarantine period as well, and after about 5 days worth of time, everybody kind of felt fairly safe, and being able to see that the sunlight was not affecting them at all. There were certainly others that still bore the same scars that the dad of the family bore, with various bite marks and pock marks on them, where they had been drained either by tubes being inserted in them or just by being bitten. But they've all had a chance to kind of recuperate and heal, and are slowly kind of being brought into the community and finding little jobs here and there, where they can begin to contribute and kind of help pay back the fact that they've been rescued.
I guess Smokey's going to probably just get back to business. So he's going to probably go to Tom, the chief, and see what's going on and where he can kind of contribute. But I mean, he's always got a sweet spot for the teacher and the nanny. Was that Grace and forget who the nanny was? Was it Julia? June?
Julia. Mm-hmm.
Julia. So as long as everything's kind of going along smoothly and nothing's wrong with like people attacking the camp, he's just gonna go to Tom.
Okay.
And say, probably go out on some hunts, being the healer that he is.
Okay. Yeah, you've probably had opportunities to go out on the road every once in a while, and with no immediate threat, the protectors group, kind of just goes about some daily business and mingling with some of the other folks, and at the time that we are now gathering here tonight, some of the other folks such as Asher, Eliza, and Simone are off-site as well, doing various things with other members of the group. And a lot of times when you guys go out, you do go out alone or with maybe as a group leader, leading one of the hunting groups or one of the gathering groups or one of the fishing expeditions or what have you. So it's not uncommon for you all to kind of be separated from time to time. Gives you all at least a little bit of downtime when you need it as well.
Richard pretty much does what he should be doing, to help keep everybody going, helping out when he can. But in his spare time, he is, painting, creating his art to as his, the way that's the way he meditates is, he throws himself into an art project. So he has got, some sort of, probably decent sized painting going on in his little cabin of, probably, maybe some vampires to, to chronicle what's going on or what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But he would have checked on the father and the daughter too,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure, because he was, worried about them turning as well.
Papa, for his part, spends the few days helping when asked, but not seeking anything, working on his truck, like Papa. He definitely spent a little bit of time with everybody that we brought in, kind of talking to them, just get a read on them. We know they're not vampires. That doesn't necessarily mean they're all good people. So Papa's trying to get to know anybody and suss out anything unusual. But for the most part, I think has felt pretty comfortable and has maybe taken the truck and wandered out the perimeter a couple times looking for threats and stuff. But outside of anybody asking him for help, that's what he's been up to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Smokey, as you are heading to talk to Tom, it's kind of late morning, just after breakfast, after the community's kind of gotten together to have a little eggs and bacon in the morning, help out with a little bit of the cleanup, and then you spot Tom kind of heading back towards his abode, and you're kind of walking in his direction when off in the distance you hear a woman screaming. And it's kind of towards the east end of the park, kind of coming from the Heritage Hall over on the right-hand side, close to what's called the Grand Exposition.
What kind of scream was it? Was it blood curdling, or is it?
It sounded almost like panic.
I'll take off over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right on his heels.
Who do I know that's over there? Or can I
Um,
recognize the scream?
You know that in that area, probably what did we say? Julie?
Yeah, the
Julia.
caretaker.
Yeah. Julia often is found over in that area. She kind of sets up shop over there. She's got kind of a little playground area for some of the kids over on that side.
Yeah, hightail it.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, I mean, I'm not sure, is this, I know Smokey was headed toward Tom and heard it, but did you hear anything faint in the rest of the village from that far? Like how loud this thing was, or was it pretty much?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see what kind of things this old man can hear. All right. Oh, there we go.
Got a 16.
Yep.
You heard the initial scream,
Okay.
which I'm certain probably drew your attention, and you're probably hoofing it in that direction as well to kind of see what's going on, I would imagine, as well, right?
As fast as Papa's tired knees can carry him, but
But as the three of you guys now are kind of getting a little bit closer, you hear a few more screams. Not quite as loud, but maybe just a little bit more piercing and high-pitched. And it sounds like a... Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to ask you, did the sound move, or is it coming from the exact same?
Still coming from the same general area.
All right, it's not like a chase. Okay.
Right. And it sounds more like children.
Okay.
Instance. They're a little bit more high-pitched and squealing. And then you hear some shouts of adults saying, "Come on, kids! Get over here! Here! Over here! Get away from there! Get away!" And then as you guys kind of follow the path kind of around that area, you do spot the little playground area that has kind of been set up. And Julia spots Smokey right off the bat and comes running over towards him. Smokey!
He'll draw his pistol. Sorry.
Yeah, Smokey. Oh, thank God. I don't know what it was, but something came from under the fence over on the far end over there. At first, truth be told, I didn't really even separate it from the rest of the kids. It was small, maybe about 3 feet tall. But then when I finally got a look at it, he had gotten a hold of Alec and started pulling him towards the fence. That's when the scream happened. I think it was his mom. She's gone off running after him, and I think she's gone under the fence over on the left-hand side over there. I don't know where they went, but whatever that thing was, it got Alec.
You say you didn't see it?
I saw it. I couldn't really make out exactly what it was. It was small. It was white, like unnaturally white, and to me at first it looked like just one of the kids. It even moved like one of them, but then all of a sudden it was on him and it grabbed him and it just started pulling him, dragging him.
Before they run away too far, can I use Sense Undead within 240 feet to see if this is a thing without a soul?
Sure.
Okay, let me make sure I remember how that one works. Sense Undead, there it is. Okay. Search action, perception check. Okay. Does not say what I'm checking against, but I think it's just a regular perception roll.
Yeah.
It's already up details. Okay.
$19. That's a pretty good one.
I'll take it.
You do not sense any undead.
Okay. Whatever this thing is, it's maybe not human, but it's got a soul of some kind, so good to know.
The fence, is it something that can be jumped over, or do we have to go under it?
It's very tall. It's about 15 feet tall. The fence has actually been fortified and was supposed to really prevent something like this from happening.
How big's the hole?
It's small.
Okay. Could Smokey get there and lift it up to make room for, say, someone else? Like Richard
Well,
to
it's
slide
a
on?
wooden fence. So yeah, you would almost have to dig under to kind of get through.
Got it.
Now, as you're going that way, you actually, before we kind of got there before I could actually say what you saw, as you're approaching that, you see a woman there at the fence just frantically digging trying to dig underneath and make the hole bigger. And she's in a complete panic, tears running down her face.
How far away is the nearest gate?
Yeah.
Very far. You guys right now are located on the far kind of southeast end of the park, and there's really only two ways in and out, and you are exactly halfway in between both of them. Yeah.
How convenient.
Mhm.
Can I take a look at the map?
Oh yeah, let me actually. Oh yeah, hold on. I can do that here. Well, no, I can't. That's
Okay.
not it. But I'll share my screen. How about that? We'll do that. All right, let's do a share screen. Let's do a share screen.
Seems to be nailing it.
You're sharing the Zoom screen.
All right. So let's see here. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we need to do that. There we go.
Ah, nice.
Now it's not sharing it on Twitch though, so that's great. That's okay. Where we are right here, you guys are at the Grand Exposition, which is about
Okay.
right here. You see where I'm kind of zooming in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
The Royal Tea Party is basically where the playground is, and then the fence is right in this area, right in here. See where that kind of blank area is
Yeah.
there?
Mhm.
So kind
Mhm.
of right in this area, and it kind of curves around through the trees in here.
Is there a piece of wood or something laying around that I could grab to help expedite the digging?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there probably is. If you want to make it like a survival roll.
Got a 21.
Solid.
That's really delayed on my screen for some reason. That's weird. Yeah, so you're able to find, something that you can kind of grab real quick, and makeshift, and kind of just start digging.
That's what I'll do. And I'll ask Rebecca, was that her name?
Lauren.
Lauren.
Uh-huh.
And while we're doing that, so just go, what was I like wearing?
The woman that is here with you is what's her name?
Well, I'm next to them. I guess the mother digging, correct?
Yeah,
That's who I intended to ask.
is Lacey.
Lacey?
Yeah. He's wearing a blue and white striped shirt and jean shorts.
Gotcha. Well, we'll find him once we get through the hole. Once we get the hole done.
While they're digging, are any of the kids still around with their parents, or have everybody pretty much scattered?
No, everybody had kind of been pulled away from that area there, so they've all kind of been backed up a little bit more into the pavilion, and some of the parents are kind of rushing their kids indoors because they have no idea, if there's more of these things or not.
Sure. Would love to get a chance to speak with these kids and figure out what the hell they saw. We'll let them calm down first.
But you guys are working on the hole and making that a little bit bigger, and at some point you're able to get it to where you can fit your body through. And as soon as it's wide enough, Lacey begins to try to scamper through herself and squeeze herself through that hole.
I'll let her go through, and I will follow her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once we get on the other side, is she still there?
Yeah, she's still there. Yeah. And there's kind of, as you saw on the map, there were a lot of trees kind of in that
Right.
area. So it's pretty thick in that area with that little kind of patchy open area there. Now, as soon as you guys get through there, you actually see that where you guys were digging, there's almost like a little bit of like a little landslide here So whatever that hole was, it looks like it may actually have been more of a natural occurrence rather than something trying to actually break in. Because as you get through that hole, and Lacey begins to actually kind of almost slide down as you guys are kind of going through, she kind of takes a little bit of a spill and starts to slide. And as you see her sliding, you see there is a sinkhole that she is heading directly for.
I will try to grab her if I can.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just yell out, like, watch out.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Richard. All right. So you kind of dive, reach, and grab, and then you're kind of pulled towards the edge yourself. She actually goes in, and when she goes in, like, gravity then begins to pull you even further.
Yeah.
So make a strength check for me.
Do I have
But I assist him with that.
You could. Mm-hmm.
I'll grab onto his ankles. You had advantage.
That was hard to watch.
Yes, it is.
You have advantage, Richard,
I do.
because I was helping you.
Oh, okay. That will be helpful. I'll just roll one more. A little bit better.
Okay. All right. So you reach back and you grab hold of like a root, and you're barely kind of holding on. You got her with your left hand, and you're holding on with the right, and you've got her full weight now that you're hanging on to her with. What is your strength?
11.
Okay. All right. So it's everything that you can do right now just to kind of keep hold of both at the moment. You can make a strength check to try to pull her up, but she is dangling fully into that hole.
Yeah, I would try to pull her up. Does Smokey have a hold of my other hand yet, or how is that?
I'm trying my best, but my strength is less than yours, I think. So
Gotcha. All right.
but I'm assuming I'm helping him the entire time to at least keep him from falling in.
And did you do that with advantage there?
No, I didn't.
Okay, yeah, I think
'Cause he didn't
that's
say-
still active, right?
Okay.
Oh,
We'll keep going.
We'll keep the 11.
All right. You are not able to pull her up, but you've
Gotcha.
still got a grip, but you're not able to pull her up at all.
Gotcha. I need a little bit of help over here, guys.
Sean has his hand to keep him from falling, right? Smokey?
I'm doing my best.
You're
but
doing your best, okay.
As you can see, giving him
Is
advantage
this-
hasn't made him
Is
do
this a
anything.
situation where there's enough room for me to like lay down and also reach and pull up, or is it like I'm not quite sure of the dimension of this hole in my head?
Well, the hole itself is probably about 10 feet.
Okay.
wide.
Okay.
But the hill that kind of leads down to it, you've probably got about a almost a 18-foot probably stretch where it kind of slopes down into the hole. So it
Okay,
almost
and
kind of is like a funnel almost.
They're close enough to the top though that Smokey's able to reach at least Clint's wrist, right, or hand.
Well, they're at the precipice of the actual hole.
Got it.
Itself.
Of that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. In that case, then yeah, I mean, if there's enough room to also reach and grab, and then like he's holding on to stop him from falling, if I can yank,
Mhm.
any assistance.
All right, so make at first make an agility check for me, please.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh wait, no. Agility. I see acrobatics, arts and crafts,
do you have,
and athletics.
yeah, try athletics.
There we go. Okay. Oh, that's strength, not dex. Thank God. I will take that.
Okay, yeah. So the effort here now is for you to kind of reach down and start kind of pulling. So you get pretty decent footing. You're hanging on to another one of the roots that's kind of sticking out of the ground. You reach down, you have Lacey kind of reach up. She grabs your hand, and with the two of you guys are able to kind of pull her up and get her in between the two of you, pass her up to Smokey, and Smokey should be able to kind of help get her up to someplace safe where she can kind of at least sit on the edge and not fall in. Now, from this viewpoint where you guys are right now, you look down and you can kind of see the sunlight kind of casts in here just a little bit, but it goes very quickly into darkness. And it looks as though there are kind of a series of rocks still kind of jutting out of the dirt on the opposite side from where you guys are right now. And I mean, it's precarious, but it looks like perhaps this might have been where whatever this was might have come out.
Okay.
I would have the two of you that are closest, which would be Papaw and Straker, Richard, to make a perception check for me.
Ooh, that almost got scary.
All right, so Richard, on one of those little kind of rocky kind of platforms, you actually see what looks to be a small sneaker that would potentially belong to a child.
Gotcha. I'll take Lacey and turn her around, and I'm like, Lacey, you need to stay here. We will find Alec. Need you to go back under the fence, tell them to patch the hole, and we will have Alec home before the end of the day. Trust me on this, please.
Oh my God, just whatever you do, please, you got to save him.
We will. I promise you that.
I don't know what that thing was.
What did you get a good look at it?
It was fast, whatever it was, but it was small, no bigger than him, but it was strong, and it had long fingers and long kind of pointy ears. But it was the eyes.
What about the eyes?
They were bulging, and they were just like white, milky eyes.
All right. Please. I promise you we will bring him home.
Please. Please, I'll be praying for you.
Thank you. And I'll usher her back towards the fence and help her get underneath. And then once she's underneath, I'll walk back over to Smokey and Papaw. And just go, gentlemen, looks like we get to go underground.
I was gonna ask, we're going in, right?
I point to the rock and said, I believe that's probably Alec's shoe over there.
I did not wake up thinking I was gonna go into a hole today, but I don't have a flashlight. Anybody got something to see? I know time is of the essence, but if we can't see,
Papaw may have one in the truck somewhere, or at least a headlamp of some kind, perhaps. Run back and get it.
I don't carry one with me, so.
well, are we gonna go and get suited up, or are we just gonna run? Like, I don't know if how much good we're gonna be if we're not prepared. I got my pistol with me. That's it.
It bothers me that it appears to be a kiddo, and we don't know what this thing is, how much time it's got.
Have you guys make a quick wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saver.
Oh. And
Okay, so Papa, as you were saying, we don't know what these things are. It kind of jogged your memory a little bit about a story that Walt Barnes had told very early on, right after the Tremors.
I vaguely remember that story.
And he was telling you the tale because the big concern was the Marvel cave that sits beneath Silver Dollar City that was an attraction back in the day. When the community kind of first descended here upon Silver Dollar City, this area was overrun with these kind of almost like bat-like kind of creatures. And everybody kind of took to calling these things the bald knobbers.
That was it. Yes. Yes. Okay. So as that memory is jogging, I turn to them and I just kind of mutter it, and it's more to myself. Don't know if they'll hear it or not, but if they don't, then I'm going to say it pretty loud. Give it to me one more time. It's what knobbers?
Bald
Bald.
knobbers.
Ball knobbers. Yeah. Ball knobbers. There we go.
raisin.
Richard smirks a little bit when you say that. Well,
And then, I mean, does that remind me, like, for as far as what we know about them? I mean, this one obviously took a kid, but they're pretty quickly predatory, eh?
Yeah, and they were
Okay,
known
all
to
right.
kind of drag off, like small animals and stuff like that, and children were certainly a target for them back at that time. So, I mean, it's fairly obvious from what you guys are seeing right here. It's kind of easy to put two and two together to know that this is probably an after effect of what that tremor that had happened, several
Sure.
weeks ago, and whether or not this was just an area that maybe was overlooked, or if it's maybe a new sinkhole that just happened to open up. It could be either, but regardless, it's certainly opened up to an underground cavern system, and you know exactly what's underneath this particular cavern system. And more than likely, this thing's going to have to get sealed up pretty quick if this actually is, opening up into the main cave system at this point.
Knowing the layout of, Silver Dollar City, are there any places that would have flashlights close to where the hole in the fence?
Yeah, honestly, it would probably be easy for you to kind of just head back under the fence and then just ask around real quick, and people would probably be throwing them at you to, do anything that they can to help you out and get Alec back home.
It's what I'll do. 'Cause, I mean, I'll have, my quarterstaff and my nunchucks and shuriken on me at all times. Probably don't have the sledgehammer with me currently, unfortunately.
That's what I was wondering. What Smokey would have. I'm sure you'd have his knife, maybe the machete, the pistol, and his returning blade, but probably not the sniper rifle. Probably doesn't walk around with that sucker all the time because he doesn't.
to him, right?
Maybe the submachine gun.
You can have that if you want it.
Yeah. I mean, assuming he's not having dinner, he was walking around going to talk to Tom. So.
And Papa, of course, has, his concealed carry in the waist, his pocket 38 up in the jacket, and then his cane. So he's at least weaponized.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear a scream like that and not take something with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, poke back under and, say, I need some flashlights.
All right, yeah, you're able to kind of gather, 3 at least,
Okay.
For you guys.
Yeah.
One of them's
Okay.
got a headlamp that he gives you, and then you've got 2 more actual physical flashlights.
Not checking,
Glad
make
nobody
sure
showed
they
up with a tiki torch.
check and make sure they all work, and then jump back through. And I'll throw the headlamp at Papaw, throw one of the flashlights at Smokey, and say, "All right, guys," and run to the other side of the sinkhole to go down.
All right.
All right, I will follow.
Very carefully.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm gonna have you guys make an acrobatics check for me to try to get
There
down.
it is. Good luck to us.
This will be a group roll.
Oh, great.
I should hit normal.
I'm looking.
Hey, the sevens.
And at least mine ups a little bit. It's all up to you, Straker.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if I've got anything that helps.
Oh, same. Let me double check my features, make sure they ain't gonna give me nothing. I have something that can help me if I fall, but
Yeah, I do have. I mean, I've got the soaring crane technique, but it doesn't say anything specific that I get anything. Alrighty, so we're doing acrobatics. You said.
Yep.
Yay!
There you are. All right, so Striker kind of takes the lead, and the two of you guys kind of follow in his stead. You have a couple of close calls, but with Straker up front, he's able to kind of brace and kind of hold you guys and kind of help lead you down.
I will grab the kid's shoe as I'm going down.
Okay. And you guys finally end up on a little bit of a ledge in an area that you guys have kind of probably seen some of the maps of Marvel Cave from back in the day, back in the visitor center and whatnot, and maybe in your memory, just by the shape of this particular area, fittingly, it's a place that was called the Gulf of Doom.
Bullshit.
And
You and your light effects.
this particular cavern is rather wide and spacious. You can kind of see an area just down from the ledge where you guys are located that looks like it was an old platform. This looks like it might have been maybe an observation deck kind of back in the day. Let me pull this up here on Twitch there so our viewers can actually see it. So right about in this area right in here is where the old observation deck would have been. There's kind of a series of other little, you can see where there were little platforms and so forth kind of stretching across over to this area here, but at this point all of those have deteriorated over the process of time or have been torn down by some other means, but they're all underwater at this point. So where you guys are right up in this area right in here, there's about a 10-foot drop that brings you to another kind of flat area over here. And then you can see that there's, all these little kind of rock formations kind of in the middle of the underground lake in here as well. But it's dark for sure. But fortunately you guys have enough light on you where you can kind of see, up to about 15-20 feet from your location.
Shining the flashlight in the on the ground and everything. Is there any obvious signs of a child being drugged or anything like that?
You make a survival check.
I assist with that just because we're all looking for the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you singing to do that or just looking?
Looking.
Gotcha.
So is that normal then or advantage?
It's advantage, I believe, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I keep you from a crit failure.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. Thank you.
No signs of any movement, but I mean, you're dealing with rocks here, and I mean, There's a thick layer of dust down here, but I mean it's really hard to see, exactly whether or not there's been recent movement through this area. It's kind of hard to discern. You do see kind of an eerie glow kind of coming from an opening directly across from where you guys are, right in this area over in here.
Yeah, well.
I was about to ask if we could see that from our vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, it looks like we only have one direction to go anyway, so.
Yep. Let's go. Time is of the essence.
Go that way and.
Papa's going to sit down on that ledge and kind of lower himself down there so he don't break his legs.
Yeah, it is about a 10-foot drop, so you guys would need to make a acrobatics or athletics.
Damn it. Okay, here we go. You can do it, buddy.
You can do it.
Don't break a hip, don't break a hip, don't break a hip. Okay.
All right. Papaw has a little bit more trouble getting down there, but you all are able to kind of clamber down or hop down, depending, without much issue.
Sure.
So which way are you guys heading?
Well, it's odd. There's a glowing light down here. I say we head towards that, gentlemen.
I tend to agree.
Papaw just pulls his pistol and nods. Has it ready.
Yeah, I'm using my quarterstaff as a walking stick.
Mm-hmm. Now there's a little bit of a gap here that would lead you over to this area. There's a little ridge that's about 5 feet up over on this side right here, that if you wanted to climb up that area, you certainly could. Or there's about a 3-foot gap between here and there that kind of goes over the lake right there.
Same level on the other side? Or is it up?
Yeah,
is it down?
it's maybe down just a little bit. So once you get 5 feet up, it's probably about another 7 feet down. So
I'll just jump
Smokey's
across.
gonna jump.
I'll just jump across the gap.
all right. So agility feat then for you guys, or acrobatics. I said agility. I meant dex. Sorry. Too much Marvel.
Uh-huh.
You said dex or
Come
what?
on.
Dex or strength if you're going to try to pull yourself up on the other platform there. So Richard makes it.
I am using a luck point because I don't want to go into the drink.
All right.
Oh, thank God. That helps.
Come on! The same number.
Oh, so Smokey makes a leap and falls into the lake.
That's loud.
Papaw, you make it over here. Richard, you've made it across.
Lovely.
Gotcha. As soon as I hear, I'll turn around and I'll get down, and hunker down and try to. You okay down there, Smoke?
My pride? No.
Need help getting up?
If you would.
And Papaw, come here a second. Give me a hand.
Yeah, Papaw tucks the pistol in and walks over to help.
Okay. Before you do, Papaw, I need you to make a perception check, please.
No, thank you.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I just.
I suggest you
I
do.
don't want to perceive anything right now. It's gonna be. I'm gonna perceive something. What do I perceive with that dirty 20?
All right, let me tell you here. You heard something move in that tunnel entrance there that you were right next to.
Mm-hmm. So, peeking around the corner.
And you kind of turn and you see a pair of white, milky eyes that are right at about eye level. And then you see a mouth open up that is above the eyes. So whatever this thing is actually hanging from the low ceiling next to you. And I'm going to have you make a roll for initiative here.
Oh shit! So you yeah, okay. So you met right next to me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Hey,
Oh, my initiative might. Yeah, my old initiative button isn't working right now. I'm not sure why not. I've been able to click everything else.
Up at the
Oh, I
card.
forgot about that. Yep, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
So you see the white eyes just open up as you kind of turn. You heard the noise, and I mean it is literally like 5 inches from your face, and then you see the teeth just, and you are grabbed. Oh, good. He didn't actually. He grabbed a hold of you, but it kind of glances off of your jacket, and he just pulls on the jacket. Actually, grabs hold of one of the buttons and just pulls the button right off.
So my jacket's still on though. He didn't take because that's
Yeah.
one of my, I was gonna say one of my pistols is in there. He better not. Okay. I don't know. I mean, because of my shitty initiative roll, but since it tried to attack me, is that something I can react to?
Well, he has 2 actions, so he's
okay.
going to make another attack. This time got a 19,
Okay.
23. But since he attempted to grapple, and then you kind of, you were probably just startled enough where you took like a step back and kind of stumbled just a little bit, so he didn't get a hold of you. With the second attack, he actually takes a swipe and swipes you across the face with the clawed attack.
That hurt.
Ooh, and does 11 points of damage.
Half-Elf's pretty sturdy, but I still don't like that.
All right. So now it would come to you.
So not, I mean, being a little dark down here, not, being startled by this thing. I think the gut instinct is to grab the liar's cane and just fucking swing for the fences. Let's knock this sumbitch out of Fenway Park. Let's go. Be scared. Come back. Where'd my sheet go? Come back. There it is. Okay. Cane.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's got to do it, right?
21. Yes, that certainly does it.
Okay, now before I roll damage, oh, okay, no, there's 2. All right, there's 2 of them. I don't fully get why. There's Liar's Cane, and then there's Liar's Cane bonus damage, but that one is a 1d4, but the regular Liar's Cane is 1d4 plus 2.
All right, hold on. Let me see here.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird. I'm not sure which one to use.
So you got Cain and Abel. Liar's Cane bonus damage. Well, we must have done that for a reason.
That's what I thought, and I was like, well, because let me look at something here. It might be the signature weapon. Let me look here real quick. It might something about that. Advantage to avoid disarm. Let's see, disadvantage. Okay, yeah, I don't know why it doesn't say anything about extra damage.
It's got to be something to do with one of your. Is it power attack or reckless attack maybe?
Oh, that could be. Yes, that could probably be it, because the reckless attack, because you get a bonus for the power attack, so it's probably a bonus for reckless attack. I don't know if I was necessarily reckless about it.
+10 bonus to damage if the attack hits. So I don't know if that was the bonus there or not, but
Well, we'll just roll this 1d4 plus 2 and see what happens. There we go.
Just
4.
says 1d4 though, so that's weird. Okay, so you did 4.
Yep, 4 points of damage. Yep,
Alright.
D4 plus 2.
Okay. Now, don't forget, at the start of your turn, you can declare that you are being reckless, which gives you advantage on attack rolls with melee weapons until the end of your turn, but your opponents gain advantage on attack rolls against you until the start of your next turn. Once you've done that, I think you can actually say you're going to do a power attack. And then you can take a -5 penalty on the attack roll to gain a +10 bonus to damage if the attack hits. You cannot use power attack if the attack was made as a part of a bonus action with a thrown explosive or when using reckless attack. So you can't do both.
Got it. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, it was just fine. I couldn't figure out which one to use, but that all levels. So with that, then I just knock him around for 4 damage, and then if it's a bonus action type of thing, I immediately want to unsheathe the sword after I whacked him once. The first one was more reactionary. Now I'm like, all right, let's get the sword out.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that pretty well does my turn then.
All right, so Richard and Smokey, you guys were in the process of trying to call Papaw over, and now there's a bit of a ruckus behind you. So I would say at this point, you guys probably need to make a either athletics or acrobatics to get Smokey out of the drink.
All right. I guess I'll roll acrobatics with advantage if you're going to help me.
Yep.
Striker. All right.
I'll do the same.
There we go.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. All right, so you're able to pull Smokey out without much of a problem, and as you do, you see the water splash underneath him, and something come leaping out of it after Smokey, and it is another one of these strange-looking creatures that has followed you out of the water. And he is going to try to make a grapple attack on you. Smokey. Got an 11, which I don't think is going to work.
Does not hit me.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're going to start at the top of the round here. And
Hold on. I get to roll again for initiative because I've got advantage.
oh, okay. Alright.
Apple, you need to roll your initiative. You're at 0, unless that was your
Yeah,
initiative.
it was his initiative.
Yeah.
That was
Awesome.
yeah. I take a -1 to initiative and roll the nat 1. So.
Oh my goodness!
Gotcha. So that's much better for me. So
Got a 17,
And
is that right?
yeah, and my modifier's 2. So I got a 19.
Alright. Alright. Smokey, you're up.
Yeah, bonus action. Start empowering chorus. So I'll start singing. It'll be a hodgepodge of lyrics, but to the tune of "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen.
Nice.
All right, and then Pow Pow with his revolver.
For a second, I thought you were trying to say Papaw, and I was like, what did you just call me?
What'd you call me?
What'd you call me?
Alright, 16 and 21. Yep, that'll hit.
Hell yeah.
A 9.
11 points.
Nice.
I believe I only have one action, so that will be it.
Okay. Striker.
And after he shoots him, I will just take a step forward and whack the shit out of him with my quarterstaff. And I'm within, I get advantage on that because you're singing, right?
Correct. Within 30 feet.
So
17
this
hits.
is- And so. Sorry. One.
Or in damage, was that right?
No,
Oh, no,
11.
11. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so Smokey takes a shot. Richard, you hit it with the bow, and where Smokey actually made the shot, he got him right in the shoulder. You come in, hit him right in the same spot, and the stick actually goes through, pokes the bullet out the other side, and you've got a cave crawler kebab
Cool.
on your stick. There.
Nice. Anytime I actually get a second action and get a second attack action because I've got advanced combat training.
Okay.
I thought I had that.
So have I seen what's going on with Papa?
I don't know that you've seen it, but you've certainly heard something going on behind you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Still holding my stick. I'll turn my head and look and see,
Mm-hmm.
and I imagine I can tell that there's another one back there. So can I take one of my shurikens and throw it at him?
You can certainly try.
It's a
Got a
12.
12 to hit, which does not hit.
Gotcha.
Roll a d4 for me, Richard. Okay, you don't hit Papa, so that's good.
Thank you. I was low key worried about that. So
And then as my bonus action, I will go into flowing stance.
Okay. All right, so we go to the little cave crawler here. And he makes an ear-piercing scream.
That was so
Ow.
ear-piercing, I didn't hear it.
No,
That's
well,
so
it's,
loud.
it's probably my noise canceling on my microphone.
I'll say that was dog whistle there.
yes, I can hear that.
All right. That is it's an action. Okay. And that's all it does. It just makes that ear-piercing scream. And it just echoes throughout the caverns.
Oh, good. Yeah, so it's calling its buddies. Cool.
Papa.
Oh,
Okay. Is this thing in touching, like reach out and touching distance from me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I'm seeing if I want to do this touch of death. Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot because I've got the advanced combat training too, so I can always go back to the sword if I need to. But first action, I want to try to do touch of death. I make a grappling attack, and if successful, it takes 2d6 electrical damage.
All right.
And then grappling, and this always throws me. What do you use for grappling
Strength.
again? It's just a regular strength
or
check.
athletics if you got
Athletics, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. 9. I don't think I reached out and grabbed him.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Then once he's out of my way, then we'll swing with Abel and try to hit him in the air again.
Okay. Yep. He wiggles out of your grasp. That's 20. That definitely hits.
Yeah. Wiggled out of my grasp and into my sword, just like I planned. Oh, come on.
3 points of damage.
Pat Paul, you need to sharpen that.
I'm saying, apparently. And then let me make sure I don't need to do a... Oh, yeah, that's a bonus action. So we're going to do the Divine Light, too, just to keep him away from me.
All right.
I don't want his ass tackling me anymore. He's got to make a wisdom saving throw of 8 plus 2. So he's got to make a DC of 10 on wisdom. Oh, wait a minute. No, not gonna matter anyway. Never mind.
So he got a 4. So he's not approaching you for sure. He's holding his ground right now, but you see him recoil a bit when you activate that.
Okay, good. That's what we want. Keep him away from me and let these two hopefully take him out. Go.
All right, Smoke.
Until the other ones he called come running.
All right. Bonus action. I will continue the song.
Okay.
Second verse, same as the first. What is that cave crawler that came out of the water? How's he looking?
Skewered.
So the staff is still going through him.
Unless he shook him off. Yeah, he's still.
No, I haven't.
Staff.
I haven't yet.
Okay. I'm gonna put the gun, pull the machete, and since he's kind of incapacitated or at least stuck on something, I don't need to waste a bullet, so I'm gonna use the machete.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I hate it when it does that.
He's like a pinata, and Richard just kind of twitched at the wrong moment. He raised him up, and you're like, yeah.
Wait, so you don't get advantage
No,
since you're singing? Okay,
it just says allies.
gotcha. Okay.
I think we asked about that before, and we said,
yeah, no, I'm thinking about
I
it, yeah.
think. But
Yeah, I remember that
I
conversation.
think he's just distracted because he's so focused on singing that it kind of puts him at a little bit of a disadvantage, which means he rolls normal.
Good way to think of it.
nice cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for me.
I'm lucky that I can sing and walk at the same time. So
I cannot. All right, well, shit. He's gonna back up and kind of get some distance between him and the cave crawler,
Okay.
and then I guess stow the machete and get his revolver out.
All right, is that
That's
it for
it.
you? Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Stricker.
All right, I'll pull the yank the staff out of them and head over to the one that Papaw has lit up.
All right, it's a narrow passageway right there. So,
Yeah, can I get through there?
Where he's standing, that's pretty much it. So,
Shit. Okay.
You can, well, yeah, you cannot reach the other cave crawler because Papaw is standing right in that area there. You can move through the area, but you can't get past it because the cave crawler is blocking.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize that path was so narrow, but yeah, I see it now. I was zoomed out a little too far.
I guess I will walk up behind Papaw and take a shuriken and throw it past his head,
Mm-hmm.
past his head towards the cave dweller. And I'm still within 30 of Smokey, right?
Yep. 2 10s. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you got a 15 that does hit.
Okay.
There you go.
Do 5.
All right.
And we haven't really discussed it. How many shurikens do I have?
No, we really haven't.
I would think I would probably have 4 to 6, something like that.
I'd be carrying at least a dozen if it were me.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the zombie apocalypse,
That's true.
I got a bandolier of shuriken.
Fine. Okay, so I have a dozen. So with advanced combat, I will do it again.
Sullivan and I had a very long conversation.
Oh!
Hey, there's a nat 20.
There's a crit.
And 6.
I only do 6. Nope.
That did it.
That
Yeah.
did it. So
what?
you hit him in one of those bulging white eyes, and he
Mayonnaise
drops.
comes in.
Gotcha.
And Papaw immediately walks forward, to create space, but also as he does, he just takes his big heavy boot and just stomps this thing like little fucker. He's mad. I hurt.
And I'll walk up when I walk up and I'll pull my 2 shurikens out of them.
All right.
Papaw
Alright.
kind of looks over his shoulder. Everybody good?
I think we still got something to deal with, don't we?
Was that both of them, or is that other
That's
one still alive?
Well, now I got another one.
Yeah, and Papaw, or Smokey, as you're saying, we got something else to deal with. You get attacked by another one of these things.
Oh dear Lord!
God damn it! These things are infested down here.
And Papaw, you hear that, and what's your passive perception? Okay, and then you hear footsteps coming from behind you rather quickly from down the hallway, and there are 2 more that are quickly running down the hallway, one on the floor, the other one on the ceiling. So we're going to start with Smokies first. The good thing is you guys see that they're coming, so it's not a surprise attack. Got a 21 to hit on the first one there for Smokey.
Yep. Oh,
And does 12
Damn.
damage.
Yikes!
These little things are sharp.
And Papaw, the one kind of comes right into this area here. The other one comes to here. So they're not. Well, hold on. No. Here and here. So they are flanking. I'm going to get this one guy out of the way because we know he's dead. And he's dead. The one attacks you from behind, right here. Got a 12 to hit. Does that hit?
14.
Okay. Makes a second attack. And misses that one. The other one. Got a 6 with his claws.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
Oh,
Ah,
there you
that
go.
one got
And
me.
19 there.
That's gonna sting a little bit.
Enemy of at least one of the characters that's within 5 feet and is incapacitated. Okay. So I gotta re-roll for that other one, sadly, because you're being flanked.
Oh
I was
shit!
gonna say he's at advantage.
Advantage.
Mhm. Miss.
No. And
And a
hit. There
hit.
it is. So
Okay.
2 hits. Damn it. Okay.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
14
me,
for the
man.
first one. And 6 for the second.
I need some help here, boys. That's gonna be it. Papaw's at the end of his fucking line.
Oh, you got half your health.
No, I got 8.
Okay, now you changed it.
There it is. That's what I'm putting in. Yep. I got nothing. That took it out of me.
All right, it is Patball's turn.
Divine fucking light, divine fucking light, divine fucking light all day. So we'll start with that.
So they both got a roll, right?
Yes, wisdom, and that's, let me double check what this was. It's wisdom plus strength plus modifier. So it's yeah, or 8 strength and proficiency. So 2, 8, 10, and then strength is 2. So it's actually 12 is what they're gonna get
Got it.
on a wisdom check. I thought it was 10. I was like, that seems low.
Ooh,
That's
you
right.
got a rock. And a 19.
The other one's not. He now has that one has advantage against me now, but worth it to get the other one to back the fuck up.
All right, so the good news is, since he rolled that one roll of 1, he actually begins to back up in this direction, which gives you an attack of opportunity.
Oh hell yeah! So I'll let me reach out and grab him again. I think, or no, actually we'll swing the sword. Well, so I was gonna try that touch of death thing again, but let's just swing the sword. It'll swing with Abel. Damn it! Okay, got away from me.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling well tonight.
Now, Richard, he moved into your attack of opportunity area, so you have an attack of opportunity on him. And he's got his back to you.
So I have advantage.
Well, you got an advantage anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Do I have double advantage?
No, but that hits.
Boom.
Oh, ain't bad.
All right, so 12 in damage, right?
Yep.
All right. Papa, do you have
And then-
another action?
Yeah, that was, I did my bonus action and then that attack of opportunity. I guess I'm gonna turn like a full swoop since I missed the first one with the sword, and then take 2 slashes at the one, because I'm advanced combat training, so I'll take 2 slashes at the one in front of me now.
Cool.
Oh shoot! Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I hate you! Don't do that
No,
to me.
wait, you've got advantage though because you're within 30 feet.
Oh, the song! I forgot about his song. Yay! Woohoo. One more. Here we go. There's the advantage.
There you are.
There we go. Whew. All right. That's with the first attack, and then the second swing, I'll go ahead and knock out at advantage this time. Or they're not both at advantage, are they? It's just the one.
No, it's just the first attack.
Just first.
Got
First
it.
ability check.
Been a little bit since we played this one, guys, so disregard that. I'll re-roll here with normal. There we go. Still got him. Okay, cool. So got him twice for... That's the first one. And the second one. And for 17 total.
All right, so you hit him, and he, with the 2 swipes, you cut him across the chest with the first, and then take the head off with the second.
Yes. Get away from me, I'm hurt.
And then we go to Smokey.
Well, gun's not going to do me much good. Large knife machete it is.
Hey.
Yes,
There you
sir.
That definitely hits.
4 points,
Okay.
and I will continue to sing.
All right. All right, Richard.
We'll quarterstaff him. Try to kill him.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
18 hits.
Mm-hmm, it does.
That's the death blow right there. Get him, buddy. Yep.
Yep. All right, you smash the skull in on that one.
Gotcha. And then as my
Okay.
do a
Yes. Hello.
hello.
No, not right
Hi.
now. Thank you.
I'll
Thank
throw a
you.
shuriken at the other one. So I don't want to get too far away from. I don't want to get Papa out of my
Come here. Lay down. Good.
line of sight.
Okay. 16 hits.
Neath.
Yeah. All right. Well, you hit him. He's completely ensconced with Smokey at this point. You hit him in his right flank, but he doesn't even take notice of it.
Right.
You have any more?
No, that would be it.
Okay.
But I will go into flowing stance as my bonus action.
Gotcha. All right, he's going to make another attack with his claws to Smokey with an 18.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, 12 in damage.
Damn. This guy's claws are hefty.
And he's going to take another one. Oh, sorry, that was.
I was
the
going to
damage.
say,
I didn't mean to.
give me a
damage.
fighting chance.
Sorry about that. 16 to hit.
No, it does not.
Does not? All right.
Nope.
And that should roll us back around to Papaw.
Let's see. So,
Got a health potion, Papa?
I don't think so. What I do have is a pistol though. So, we'll kind of walk around the corner there and get this thing in my line of sight and pop off a couple shots. Let's do it with the 30. I'll reach in the jacket and pull out the 38 for that. Oh, come on now. Oh, hadn't been reloaded from the last time. Oh, there it is. Okay. Last adventure, that is. And the first one's at advantage, right? He's still singing?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yay.
19 definitely hits.
Other one is normal. 10 does not, I'm guessing. Oh shit, I rolled the wrong thing on that one. On that second one. I rolled cane instead of the damn pistol. Then I only get, so that one should be -3. It should be a 16, not a 19. The other one should be a 7. That was my fault. I rolled the wrong thing.
So 16 to hit with the first one then, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
That still get him?
Yeah.
That one still gets him. Okay, okay. Then we'll do the damage on the right one there. There we go. And 4.
Okay. All right, so you pop him. That certainly got his attention. Is that all of your actions?
Yes. Now this one has not seen me before.
Mhm.
So if I still have Divine Light activated, that's all my actions. But I think he still has. Does he not have to do the check, or do I have to recall that for him? Or it's a
That's
bonus
good
action,
question.
so I
He
think
wa-
I can
he
still
was
do
not
it.
in your line of sight when you did the first one
Right.
with those other two, so they do have to be in line of sight, correct?
Okay. Yes. But I can. Is it what? Let me see how many times. Because if I can do it again, then I will. And it's a bonus action, but let me make sure there's no like limit on it or something.
See, okay.
This does not say anything about that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
should just be able to call that again as a bonus
Right,
action.
that's
So
cool.
12 on wisdom.
6. All right, so you
Move
cannot
away from me.
approach. Now, don't forget, there is the second wind action. So as an action, you can refocus yourself in combat. You can take the action and spend up to half of your maximum number of hit dice, rounded up. And then add your Constitution modifier to each die rolled to regain hit points equal to the total.
Got it. And what? Sorry, what did you call? I was listening to what all it was. What did you call it though?
Second wind.
Second wind. That's it. Okay.
But you can't do that right now because you've
Right,
already
right.
done all of your actions.
Yep.
Is that an
that's-
action?
Yep.
Yes,
That
it is
second
an
wind?
action.
Yeah, second wind is an action.
All right, Smokey.
Well, machete. 18.
18 hits.
Yes. 6
There you go.
points.
That ought to do it. All right,
And
so you come
yeah.
cracking down on top of him, and it just splits his head right open, right down the
Nice.
middle.
That's it. Shit. I'll move towards Papa.
Okay. And the cave at this point kind of goes quiet. You just hear the rippling of the water.
He'll lower his voice and he'll stop singing. Hey, old man. You don't look so good. Let me help you.
Papa's just breathing hard. He's not really talking. What is shit, I had it up and I lost it. What is it? Had a second roll wind?
Second
Or
wind.
second wind roll. Sorry. Or where? I mean, where is the roll? I guess is what I meant. Like
you would look at. Let's see, where'd your character go?
I thought it was a clickable thing, like short rest or something. I've been looking for it. I couldn't find it.
Look at your hit dice.
So yeah, you go to hit dice, and then
Oops.
that's all
My
right.
bad.
So you clicked on one. You can spend. You had 5d10, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was
Okay.
that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 5d10 initially.
So you can do half rounded up. So you could do a total of what, 3?
Yeah. Okay. We'll just do 2 for now. We'll see what happens.
But once you do, you can't do it again until you've had a short rest.
Right.
Oh, got it. Then might as well do all 3 then.
Yeah, you have to. You would do all
Yes,
3.
got it. Okay. All right. I get the mechanic now, I think here. Okay. All right. 21. It's 26 total, which I think will take care of me. Yeah, that put me back up 34. So feeling a little bit better, but just trying to catch my breath.
Now, the only thing was, I don't think... Did that add your Constitution modifier? It did. Okay. Yeah.
It did, yeah.
All right. Just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that was in there. All right. That's cool. So, yeah, you're able to kind of recuperate a bit. They kind of tore into you, but you brought your resolve up, and you're kind of determined now. Now that you know what it is that you're facing, you're ready to get out of a can of whoop ass.
Hell yeah. Let's go get him. It's in that you said the cave has gone quiet. Yeah, obviously that blood curdling scream, whatever it was, didn't bring anything else on if we're quiet right now, including the kiddo we're looking for. So Papa just kind of shouts out, name of child.
Alec.
Alec, that's it.
Name of child! Where are you?
But yes, Alec. That's the one just kind of hollering around for him and taking a couple steps into the cave here and looking around.
Mm-hmm. You hear the echo of your voice come back at you, and then there's only silence that answers. Now, when you kind of move down into this area, right into here,
That's as far as I went. Yep.
you do see that the light, this kind of reddish light, kind of spills a little bit off into kind of a smaller area right in here.
Okay.
Which it's really hard to maneuver and kind of see through, but it looks like there is kind of a little bit of a crawl space that would potentially lead you into another chamber.
All right, I call over Richard and Smokey. Hey, look what we got here, boys. What do you think of this?
I think we should follow the light.
I'm thinking.
And it's right in this area right here that Papaw is kind of pointing to.
All right, yeah, boys.
All right,
Straker,
yeah.
you went in front last time and it seemed to do okay. Maybe we follow you.
All right.
All right, so you kind of squeeze through that little area there and come out into kind of another larger kind of cavernous area onto another flat platform that overlooks a much larger platform. Have you roll a perception check for me, please, when you get through there. $17. You've got a little bit of that residual kind of reddish kind of hue to this area here that kind of lights up the area a little bit more, but it goes off into the darkness once again. But over on the your left-hand side, the map's right over in this area, right over in here. Can you see kind of where I'm pinging?
Yep.
There is a tunnel that looks like it leads out of this area here. You're not really seeing too much evidence, but like as you're kind of heading in that direction where you see that tunnel, there's some dark matter that's kind of hard to make out from where you are right now, that is kind of in that cave entrance right there.
Like, what do you mean by dark matter?
Something on the ground.
Okay. I'll get quite, within flashlight distance and shine my flashlight at it.
And it looks like from a little bit further distance of about 30 feet or so, it looks like a black, almost like puddle on the floor. As you get a little bit closer, you can see that it has a little bit of a reddish tint to it. It is blood.
Oh,
Oh,
Papaw's
shit,
got
guys.
his back to it all, keeping an eye out for anything.
I don't know if
Sneaking up
Alec's
on
going to
us.
need his second shoe. He
Yeah.
might be limping.
It's pretty damn dark there, Smokey. I'll shine my light into the cave.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's dark, and it's a tight squeeze. I mean, you'll have to probably at least crouch for the first part of it, but it goes so dark back in that area, it's kind of hard to tell. But you do see more blood splotches a little bit further in that tunnel.
Alrighty. We going in the tunnel, boys?
Oh, yeah.
I'll
No
lead.
choice.
No. Go into the tunnel.
All right, as you guys begin to kind of traverse the tunnel, you see more splotches as you go. And you're starting to get a little bit concerned that, maybe you're not going to find Alec in one piece. But you do start to find body parts as you are going through here.
Are they child-sized body parts? Fresh?
They are child-sized. They are fresh, but they're also chalk white. And it's arms and legs, and they appear to have long, kind of claw-like fingers and toes. Little bit of hair, wispy hair growing off of them, and it's very similar to the bald knobbers or the creatures, the cave crawler creatures that you guys had already encountered. And lo and behold, as you guys are kind of investigating these things, you're going a little bit further, you actually find the severed head of one of these things as well. All of this seems to be fresh.
I don't think this is Alec. This looks like a wholly different, unholy thing.
No shit, Sherlock. But what the hell, though?
Yeah, I think it's one of these things.
These things eat their own?
I wouldn't put it past him.
I suppose if they were hungry enough, perhaps. However, yeah, this like we're looking at a lot here, right?
Maybe they were fighting over him.
Don't know. I wonder if I get a sense of any kind of dread at the idea that maybe something did this to them as opposed to them cannibalizing each other.
There's something
Needless.
about Alec that we don't know.
What's that?
Is there something about Alec that we don't know?
Doubt
Some
it.
sort of kung fu expert that rips people's heads off?
He's a
Not
kid.
that
I doubt it.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of, but I'm concerned about what else could be in this cave.
Well, doesn't seem like we have much of a choice anyway. You gotta find the kid.
Yeah, we're heading in this direction. Let's go.
As you guys continue on down into the cave, it gets a little bit more narrow, and you really do have to kind of duck down and almost crawl to get any further. But you do see more evidence, at least smears of, blood kind of leading back to this area. As you guys get a little bit further in, you hear a little bit of a whimpering cry coming from the cave up ahead.
Alec! Is that you? Alright, stay tight. Stay tight. We're here to get you. He's up ahead. We need to clear the way. Get the hell out of here. And Smokey's gonna start singing early.
Okay.
Quiet song. Just in case we gotta use ability checks.
All right. So up ahead, you eventually kind of come into a little bit of a smaller chamber, certainly smaller than the Gulf of Doom, where you guys had just kind of come from. There's a rather large kind of open area in the center, and kind of a pathway that kind of leads up towards the north, and then another one that kind of goes off to the east over in this area right in here. But you see kind of a blood smear that kind of leads to what looks like another small kind of cave opening here. And kind of crouched right in this area here is a little boy with a single shoe on and barefoot on the other side. Little small boy of about 6 years of age, blonde, wearing a blue and white striped shirt. It's a little dirty, it's a little bloody, but he's sitting there kind of in the fetal position, kind of rocking back and forth.
Slowly start going over there, keeping an eye out for any nasties that might be lying in ambush.
Make a perception check as you make that move.
I knew you were going to say that.
Let me do some perceiving. I'm really good at it. Hey, Papo, get the kid. I'll see what's around. And
Papo
can I roll the perception?
Papaw slowly walks over to the kiddo and starts looking at him, checking out for wounds.
You got a 12 there,
Yeah.
Patball? Or Smokey?
No, it's me. Yeah, if I don't roll twos, I'm really good.
Yeah,
at it.
really, yeah.
I got a plus
really
10.
Good. You are really good at that.
Technically, I am. Tonight, I am not.
All right. right, so Papa, you go walking over toward the kid. You have to get about right in here to kind of kneel down to him. As you do, it looks like, I mean, like I said, he's kind of got blood splotches kind of all over his clothes and everything, a little bit on his face and so forth. But as far as you can tell, aside from maybe some kind of superficial cuts along his arms and maybe some skinned up knees and stuff like that, he doesn't seem to be hurt too bad. And then suddenly you kind of become aware of an impact right next to you, and jumping from the top of this rock formation that kind of forms that cave is a very large humanoid creature
hell.
with glowing red eyes.
What the fuck is?
And it looks like almost a Halloween mask that has been melded to his face. You see like skeletal almost teeth that are kind of protruding from the bottom edge, and these kind of like weird kind of like plasticky horns that are coming out of the top. So it's almost like I said, a Halloween mask that has just melted onto a human's face. But this guy stands about 7 feet tall.
Yikes! And does he look friendly?
He is holding the biggest machete, makeshift machete that you have ever seen.
And a cup of tea.
Fantastic.
And he's offering you the machete.
I had to shoot the shot. I mean, maybe he's a nice guy. So yeah, I think, upon seeing that, what was that?
That was
that was
his
just your initiative. Thank God. I was like, what did you just roll? What was in there?
I guess you want us to roll initiative.
Probably so. Yeah, he's not sharing his tea with you.
I get to do another one.
There you go, Smokey. A little better.
So I got a 10.
Got 10. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Smokey has the first action.
All right. That kind of scares me. Singing a heavy revolver pistol. And I will use a luck point to re-roll that sucker.
Good call.
I think so.
Don't you fucking dare. I was like, God. All right. It's a 12. Whatever. At least it's not a 1. But that's it. That's my shot. It doesn't hit.
That
Doesn't
does
hit.
not hit. Correct.
Yeah. So I'm singing, and I'm gonna maneuver myself over here. It's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Where is his? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, Papaw. Unfortunately, you're the closest one.
Oh, it's okay. I healed up a little. I have a feeling this is going to feel real good. Jesus Christ.
23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's going to get me.
All right.
That's going to be a boo-boo.
Yeah, only does 8 points of damage, so
Not too bad, not too
as
bad.
but he has multiple attack, so
Of course he does.
So why would he have that?
hits you with the machete with that first attack, and then he swings again with his left arm, and you see on the left arm he actually has what looks like You know the kind of like, what do you call those things that are you use in the garden? It's like not like a hoe, but it's got like a point to it.
Spade.
Yeah, like
Spade,
a spade, but it's got like three of them. There's
that
no
claw
actual
thingy?
hand, but no, not the claw thing. It's like he welded like three of the spades like
Oh,
together.
jeez.
And
Lord.
takes a swipe at you. He doesn't have a hand. It is just that. So
Smokey's mooniness, if you can't see that.
got a 20.
God damn it.
Ew.
And 15 points of damage on that one.
Ain't looking so good here, boys.
Hopefully I'll be able to do something about that.
All right, and that's everything for him. So, Richard.
All right, I saw what he just did, so I'm rushing up there. How far is that? I'm right at 30 foot. Am I still within his singing range?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I am going to, with the quarterstaff, do a harmonious strike on him.
Okay.
Which is already at advantage, so 23. That should hit, correct?
Got it.
Okay.
23 does, yes, and he has to make a what type of saving throw?
He has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Otherwise, he is thrown prone, and then I do an extra d6 of psychic damage.
If it succeeds.
Yeah.
All right, he got a 23.
It says he suffers an additional d6 of psychic damage and must succeed on a saving throw,
Oh, okay.
or
got
be
it.
knocked prone.
Knocked
So
prone.
he gets the
Okay,
damage
cool.
no matter what.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
And then did you roll the damage already?
I'm doing it right now. If I can get the extra d6 in there. So that does 14. Okay. And then I can still take a second action from advanced combat as a normal action. So I will spin around and cane him from the other direction. So 12 hit.
It does not.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I will, as my bonus action, I will go into flying stance.
Okay. All right, Papaw.
We got an advantage from singing right now, correct?
You are not within the 30-foot range.
Yep. Sorry about that. Wasn't thinking.
Or- I was gonna say, where the hell am I? Can I back
You're
up into it?
35 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, so if I just scooch over a
if you
smidge?
if you got here, I think that would do it actually.
Okay. Would that provoke an attack of opportunity?
No,
If it does,
you're still within his range, so you
Okay.
can move there without provoking an attack.
and now we're in range.
Yep.
For the advantage. Okay,
Mhm.
thank God. All right, that was close. Okay, so let's do the pistol first. Then at advantage, we're gonna fire off at this guy. Hopefully, hit something. There we go.
16 misses.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
How big is this motherfucker?
He
All
is
right.
a big
Well,
motherfucker.
then let's test his. Let's see how smart he is. Then, so for the second attack with advanced combat training,
Mhm.
I got to make an 11 to hit this, but we're gonna do a glimpse of death and make him view his own death and be completely stunned until the end of my next turn. He has to hit my insight, which is 9, plus proficiency, which is 2. He's got to hit an 11 on his wisdom, and I've got to hit a 12 for him to even need to do that. So let me roll mine here real quick.
Okay, sorry, I kind of was not following all that. What is it that you're
The
using?
glimpse of death, which I have to
Glimpse
do
of death.
10
Okay,
plus
got
the
it.
number of enemies on the field, so 11, and then he's got to hit insight plus my proficiency, which is going to end up being 12.
Okay.
But I got to hit the 11 first. Let me get back over there. Yeah, I got that. Okay. So yeah, he's got to hit 12 or better to not be stunned until the end of the next round, overcome with visions of his impending doom.
Now, that is not a saving throw. It is just a
I believe that is
check,
correct.
right?
Let me flip back over. No, it does say wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
15.
God damn it. He ain't scared of shit. That one at least doesn't have any negative effect like Divine Light does. But speaking of Divine Light, that's a bonus action, so we'll Divine Light this boy too. Make sure you don't come near me no more. And that one, he's got to make another one of same thing. I think 8, 2 is 10, and 12. Yeah, he's got to hit another 12 on him. He's got to do it twice because I'm going to do Divine Light too to keep him away from me.
Okay, so I'm going to show you this. He has the ability Relentless, which he cannot be frightened, paralyzed, or stunned.
He's frightened in this manner. God damn it. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm glowing, but for nothing.
Yep. You don't know that, though.
I sure do not. I just don't understand. I think I'm about to be safe, honestly,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to be surprised when he swings at me. So,
All right, Smokey, smoke him if you got him.
Yep. I'm gonna hightail it to here. Yeah.
that was the one.
Yeah, I was like, where did it go? I turned my dice. And I'm gonna break out the SMG. Sorry, everyone. I'm using my bonus action to do Holy Flame. Gives me an extra D6 radiant damage on my attacks
Hell yeah.
for a minute. And I will shoot with a burst for my SMG.
That's not going to be loud.
Fucking A.
Oh, man.
What is wrong with you?
It's like the third 2 tonight. No, that's it. That's all I can
And
do.
you're out of luck points, aren't you?
No, I got one more.
Yeah.
One more, yeah. I only used 2.
Do you have any bonus actions that you could do at all, or?
I did that for my
Oh,
holy,
yeah. You
my
did,
holy
yeah.
thingy.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, Papa would appreciate it if you would use some luck. Papa's about to be real
Oh,
sore.
wait. Yeah, actually, yes, I could use my lax luck. Duh.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're
Was
good. I
not
just don't want to
thinking
die.
about that. No, why not?
I mean, I know he's old.
All right. Attack the second.
$15 misses.
I still ain't going to do it.
Yep.
This thing's too big and fat. I don't know how we're going to hit him, boys.
Yep.
All right. Comes to the ball
I'll give you guys
number.
advantage next.
I gotta start looking at shit I can do to save my own goddamn life now.
I can get up there. I can help you, but
He
just
is
trying to do some damage.
first going to try to kick Straker out of the way. Got a 16 to hit.
That actually hits.
Fucking glimpse of death. Neither of those things can do
Hold on.
anything against this guy. Unbelievable.
And 9 in damage. Now his attempt here is to attempt to knock you prone. So you can either make a strength or a dexterity saving throw.
So 36. Why isn't that working? I know, because the number lock is off. Since I am in flowing stance, I get advantage on a dexterity saving throw. I don't think I'm prone.
Okay, yeah. All right. So with the second attack, then he is going to slash at you with the machete. Phew, we got a 22 to hit. I think that hits.
That will hit, yep.
For a total of 10 in damage.
Okay.
And then it comes to you, Richard.
Gotcha. I am going to move over here, so we are flanking him.
Okay.
So that I get advantage on both attacks.
You can't.
Can't?
Yeah, because that's where the kid is.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll stay there then.
I should
Alrighty.
have made a token for him, but I was a little pressed for time.
You are fine. I will, with first attack, I will do a harmonious attack again. The 17 hit him.
17 will hit, yes.
Gotcha. Alrighty. He needs to make a strength saving throw again. Then.
Time. Saving. $15.
Yeah. Doesn't say what he has to hit though.
All right, give me 1 second here. So the
15 damage.
okay. That's the harmonious strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's just going against my strength, then yes, he would have hit.
So usually it's strength plus. Well, it's not strength. It would be 8 plus your strength bonus plus your proficiency bonus.
Then he's fine.
All right, so that would be what?
I would have to. That would be 14. For
14. Okay. All right. Okay, so he's not prone, but he does take the 16 points of damage.
Right.
Okay. You have any more?
Yeah. Second attack from from advanced combat. I'll whack at him with the stick again. That's my best chance of hitting him.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
23. That'll hit.
3.
For 4 more.
11 more.
Oh,
Or
11.
no, well, do they? Yeah, I guess do
that's
the.
right. Mm-hmm.
And then I will go into flowing stance.
All right. Peppo.
Oh, we're gonna pull out Trusty Abel and try to slash at this big old boy. And we're still singing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got that one. One slash down, other one at normal. Don't think I got that
Missed
one.
on that one.
Fuck. Nah, slashing for 4 still.
You need to start using that reckless and/or power attack.
I keep forgetting about it. God damn. I am I'm so used to not having to do that. I keep forgetting about it.
All right, so 4 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything else?
No. Anything I would do, he's disaffected by, or unaffected by. So.
All right. Smoky.
All right. Smokey will move forward a little bit and he will start singing again. Keep on shooting bursts.
$11 does not hit.
Damn.
That's it. Next.
Next.
It's him, damn it.
All right, so he's going to make a swipe with his claw to Papaw. 14.
I don't know what happens in a tie, but it's exactly 14.
That hits then.
Cool.
Cool. Super cool.
That's about it for me, boys.
10.
And he's got 2 attacks. This one hits. You gonna pick me up off the goddamn ground, carry my dead body home. You
Yeah,
leave me in
we'll
this
leave you.
cave, and I will haunt you forever.
We'll leave you in the cave.
Fantastic.
And then he comes back with the claws to Striker. Got a 12.
That does not hit.
Okay. And I think that is it. Yep, that's it for him. All right, Richard.
All right, well, just keep doing the same thing. Seems to be working. Didn't work that
Didn't
time.
work that time.
So I whiffed that one. So the second attack. Oh, wait, I think I have to. Do I have to hit?
You have advantage on one of those. So
Yeah, on the first one.
Yeah, you
but
get
no,
that.
it just says when I take an attack action, I don't have to hit the attack action. I just wanted to make sure. 24.
24 hits.
Easy.
And you're whittling away at him.
Yep.
Anything more?
I'll go back into flying stance.
Okay. Pep ball.
Slashy, but we're gonna call reckless attack this time, so I get advantage on both of them at least. I'd do that power attack, but that -5 penalty is gonna fucking kill me. I don't want to risk it. So,
Yeah.
so reckless attack it is with the sword. Both will be at advantage then.
Yeah.
A whiff. Oh no, rolled that one normal. I'll just roll another one, unless a 16 hits, in which case.
No, it doesn't.
No, okay.
17.
All right, we'll just roll it twice. There we go. And we're gonna die. Cool, this is the day.
Well, if Smokey would actually hit him with one of his shots, maybe.
must be this gun. I don't know what's
I don't
going
know
on.
what's going on. Why don't you just walk up to him and smack him with the gun? You've got a better chance of hitting him.
I just might. Just might.
All right, you out of actions there, Frick?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. No
All
bonuses.
right, Smokey.
You're like, what do I do?
What do I do?
Because the machete is still just as shitty. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the more damage, and that's going to be these short bursts. Do it again.
You got that returning blade, don't you?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
2 again.
Yeah, but it's only, it's not as much, and it's the same, only +2.
Mm.
So it's like, there's no difference in my
Yeah.
attack.
How many twos
So if
can
I-
you roll?
Yeah, this is my 4th, I believe. I'm still singing, so you guys have advantage. Something, at least. And, actually,
Can you hear that on Constitution saving throw?
yeah. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so that's it.
Yeah.
Please don't kill him.
Okay, Papaw.
Please don't kill Papa. Please don't kill Papa.
They're gonna kill Papaw.
He's coming
This is
across
the
with the
night.
metal claw. Ooh, got a 12. Does that
Missed
hit?
that one.
Miss?
No, 14.
All right. Machete to Richard. Oh, it fell over. I got a
That
10.
will miss as well.
Wow. He's just swinging wild.
He's hurt.
His attention is really more on Alec. He just keeps darting his eyes over to Alec as he's fighting you guys. But he's standing his ground. He's not backing off.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes to Richard.
Alrighty, we will try our harmonious strike again.
Seventeen.
17. That hits, correct?
Mhm.
He needs
Get
to
him,
do the
Richie.
strength. He needs to do the strength saving throw, just in case I don't hurt him that much.
Hey.
26. Natural.
I think he made that, but he also takes 18 points of damage.
18.
That's a good roll. 8, 10, 15.
All right. So, what was the strike that you made? How do you want to do this?
Basically, I got tired of trying just to whack him, because I was just, whacking, and I probably just reached back over and brought it down on his skull.
All right. So you hit him right in the skull, and apparently that was a fairly soft spot because his head just kind of crumples in, and the two horns just wrap themselves. Now, literally, they are made of rubber, so you're actually able to just pull it right out of there without much of a problem. But it's really weird feeling because you think just looking at them, I mean, you would think that they're actually bone, but I mean they just kind of flap
Gotcha.
when you do that.
So he's dropped.
He is dropped, yeah, and falls with his head in Alec's lap.
Nice.
And Alec just kind of pushes himself backwards and tries to
Yeah.
get out from underneath him, but the thing is so heavy he can't get away from it.
Grab him and roll him off of Alec.
Yeah, and it is
You'll-
heavy, dude. I mean, this thing probably weighs close to 300 pounds.
Okay.
Everybody help.
Yeah. But except for you, you're dying.
Yeah. I'm a little
Smokey's going to
sore.
run over to Papaw and lay his hand on him.
Okay.
Give him a little healing touch
Alright.
with 3 focus, so 3d8. No. Eight
Take it.
points of health.
Mm-hmm.
Alec, you okay? You okay, kid?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you. Are there any more of those weird, like, bat things?
Oh,
Let's not stick around.
There could be. Here's your shoe. I'm the big thing. I'm gonna give it a once over just to try to figure out what the hell it is.
I mean, taking a look at it, I mean, it certainly looks humanoid in shape. The manner of garb that it's wearing is basically like kind of overalls and like an old like kind of workers like shirt, like with a tab collar, not like with the regular style. So it looks kind of really old school, old and weathered, and potentially like maybe over 100 or more years old.
You said gonna what is the horn? I saw it move and be rubber. I'm gonna grab the horn and does it give when I yank on it?
Yeah, I mean, you can actually you grab hold of it and kind of pull, and it just like peels off of his face,
Gross.
and then you can kind of see where like his actual flesh has actually kind of been like scarred, and it like looks like burn scars.
So this was this an actual mask? Because you said it looked like a
seems
mask.
to be an actual mask. Now, taking a look at it, it is whatever this is made out of. It's kind of like a cloth kind of mixture almost,
Okay.
but it also has kind of a rubbery kind of plasticky kind of feel to it as well. And it almost
said-
looks like it's like made up of a couple of different masks, but the
Okay.
whole thing is actually attached to his face.
Gotcha. You said it's a work uniform. Is there a name on the shirt?
No. It's like an old style like work uniform,
Yeah.
like maybe that you would have found on somebody that was perhaps maybe either working in like the caves or what have you
Mhm.
around the turn of the century of the like 1900s.
This is weird. I say that out loud. This is weird.
Can we think about this later, or do we need to focus on this now? If we need to focus on it, then let's get as much as we can.
Let's get it. I don't know if learning anything more about whatever the hell this is going to help us or not.
Well, it's certainly
Wallet.
not getting the boy home. We got to get out of here before more of those things show up.
Does he have a wallet?
No wallet.
Yeah, that's that was my next. Let's doing a quick once over the cave, with flashlight. Anything in the cave?
Well, there's trinkets, collections of all different sorts of items that date back to probably the mid to late 1800s up until fairly recent years.
Gotcha. Okay.
But inside that little kind of cave area there where he had the boy, that seems to be almost like a nesting area for him, where he's just pulled like his whole collection of
Yeah.
stuff.
I'll look at Alec. I go, Alec, how did this thing get you? Did he steal you from the Bat People, or did the Bat People bring you to him?
No, he took me from them. The one that brought me down, he brought me, and all of them were starting to kind of come at me, and then he came in and started tearing them apart, and then he grabbed me and dragged me down the cave here and stuck me in here, and he's just been sitting and like kind of grunting at me and pointing at things and trying to give me things.
Maybe this guy wasn't so bad.
He didn't like us.
Maybe he thought we were attacking it. But maybe we could go,
Yeah. Let's
because
get the
I know
hell
those
out of here.
bat things are not happy.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. And start heading back the way we came, I guess.
All right. Well, you guys are able to get out of the cave. You hear some of these things kind of scurrying after you, but after your face off with the big bald knubber, they are keeping their distance at this point. I think perhaps
Does
they might
Smokey
be...
fall in the water again?
No. They might be slightly intimidated by the outsiders that have come in and destroyed this big creature. But you guys are able to get Alec up and out the way that you had come, and at this point, some of the other men and female workers that kind of know what to do in a situation like this have pulled a truck around and are frantically working on trying to begin the process of covering this hole.
Mhm.
They've got some cement and stuff like that, and they're working on trying to block this area off. You bring Alec back to his mom. He runs to her as she's crying, and she's thanking you guys and smothering him in hugs and kisses and checking him out and making sure that he's not hurt too badly. But she is forever in your debt for what you've done in bringing her son back to her. Walt Barnes, your storyteller friend, does remind you of the story that he told very shortly after the earthquake hit the area. And he talks about the time in the Ozarks back in 1884. And there was a group of individuals that were kind of known throughout the land as vigilantes that would take their criminals and drop them into Marvel Cave as punishment. And the intention is that they were going to send them in there to their deaths, and so forth. Eventually, the townsfolk ended up turning on the bald knobbers and sealed some of the survivors in the cave themselves. And anyone that was associated with them, men, women, anyone that was associated with the bald knobbers. They were known to wear masks that looked like demon masks. And there were tales that the bald knobbers, that their victims had become these cave crawlers, and the bald knobbers continued and were often seen. Ooh, sorry, echo. Were often seen in the area of the cave, inside the cave, forever in combat with the criminals that they had put down there to begin with. Now, whether or not this was just an old wives' tale or whatever the case may be, it certainly lends some credence to the fact that the bald knobbers at least something down here kind of took on the identity of the bald knobbers for sure. And whether these cave crawlers were something that had always been down there, or were some sort of mutation that came out of the cataclysm that were the remnants of the survivors from back in the 1800s, is anyone's guess.
Great.
Well,
Hopefully that was the only one.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll get that hole cemented up sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's other holes.
There's always other holes.
Raising.
That's what she said.
Is that the moral of tonight's story?
It is. That's
Put it on a t-shirt.
So it's been a while since we've done this, and I should have thought of this beforehand, but I don't think I actually had the time to really do this. But I want to try to look at giving you guys the opportunity to kind of level up. We had had plenty of adventures, I think, leading up to this, that I think you guys probably could be jumping up to. I think, what is it, level 6 now?
Level 6, yeah.
But I have to go in and actually input all that information
Yeah.
into all of these character sheets and stuff, and that'll take a little bit of time. So I will try to do that before we play this again. But plan, I think, at this point in 2 weeks, hopefully will bring us back to Whispers of Time.
All right.
All righty.
Perfect.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I hope you guys had fun tonight. That was fun.
It was.
That was
Nice.
kind of a dangling plot thread that I kind of wanted to wrap up. So.
Yeah. Scary fight, too.
It was.
I know,
Yeah, it was
exactly.
close.
With only three of us.
Yeah, I had kind of designed this to be somewhat challenging for 6 of you, so it was definitely more. And there was also another leg to this that I cut out because I knew there was only 3 of you. So if I
That's
had
fair.
left that in, somebody sure
We'd be
would
dead.
I can resurrect people.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
Yeah, it's if you ever die again, Papa, just
Good to know.
and my resurrection is actually better than my healing, so I'll just
Son,
wait
you
for you to
should-
die.
No,
And
no,
then
no.
he'll- then bring
You
you
should
back.
understand. I got this. This Papa's got a DNR. If I go, I'm done. Like,
Is it,
He'll be
is it,
so pissed.
is it
Right, I'll be
tattooed on
real
your back
mad if you-
somewhere or
Yeah,
something?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gone, and then you
Just-
wake me back up.
Just a DNR like on your
Uh-huh.
neck.
He carries his living will along with him.
Damn straight. Guess who's not in it, Richard? No.
All
It's
right.
not even that
hurts.
you're
That was
not
fun.
in the will. It's not that you're not in the will. It literally says not Richard.
Not Richard.
Not in the will.
Richard. Yeah.
That hurts.
So does my face. It was fun tonight, guys. That was a good one.
Yep.
All right, well, that's cool.
Oh, I did think of a T-shirt idea though too
Oh,
for
yeah.
you, because I was joking to myself. I was like, we can't do much with Marvel because they'll get all pissy about it. But it would be fun to have a shirt that maybe just says, "I'm with Human Resources."
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good. All right, well, cool. Well, thanks for playing tonight, guys. It was good to revisit this one. So we'll come back
Definitely.
again at
Always fun
some
to-
point, I'm sure.
Always fun to wake up, Papo.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
See you later,
guys.
guys.
We'll
Have a
see
good
you.
week.
Well,
All right.
Bye.
Bye.